I remember 5 years ago, no, 8 years ago actually. I was living with my mom, broke as hell, just lost my job. I just got fired from working at a prison, um, and I had no future. But a part of me believes something that always stuck with me, and that's this: your inner reality. Let me put it right here. Your inner reality produces your outer reality. Okay. And the reason why I got stuck in that type of mindset was because I didn't have any goals. I didn't know where I was going. I was not optimistic about getting any success in life. And then one day I read a book about manifesting your reality, where it talked about that if you visualize yourself achieving something, you're going to get obsessed and you're going to make it happen. And what I realized is something very simple and something very powerful, okay? Is that if you become obsessed about anything, it's going to be part of your reality. If you become obsessed about anything, it becomes a part of your reality. The problem is that too many people get obsessed about the wrong things. Too many people get obsessed about being liked by other people. Too many people get obsessed about having the best profile picture, having the best Instagram, changing how people think of you. And because they're obsessed about trying to change things that they cannot control, they lose control. What I learned is that how I see myself, my reality is how other people will see me. If I see myself as somebody who is successful, I am literally going to start taking action based on what I see in my mind. Every action starts in your head. Every living reality starts in your mind, people. Every living reality starts in your mind. The problem that people have is that they don't understand this principle. They don't understand this concept because they have no belief in themselves. They have a negative low vibration energy, which will create a life with low vibration, a life with no movement, with complete and utter stagnation. So, for example, I remember because of that moment in my life, I was really bored and depressed. So I started doing more drugs. And I started to see the reality of how I felt in my life. Everything around me had no meaning. I was depressed. I was sad. I was literally manifesting that. Then one day something happened. One day I said to myself, what if the thing about like different multiple realities, you know how they say multiple realities, every reality splits up? What if that was true? Right? I said to myself, what would the current me do if from this moment forward I become successful? What would that current version of me do? Right? If I said there's a reality where I am super successful 5 years from now, what would that person do right now? When I did that, I remember feeling excited. I remember feeling a sense of like, oh my God, this could be possible. And so that's what I want to talk about today. How to outsmart the game of reality. Because at the end of the day, there are multiple realities, some stronger than others. And the way that you penetrate that membrane to create your own reality is to believe in yourself more than other people believe in themselves. But how do you do that? Well, the first thing you have to do is to clean yourself of the current negative energy that you have, right? Clean yourself of that negative energy. And how do you do that? Well, what created that negative energy? Negative thinking and negative visualization, being negative. The way to clean that up is to literally begin practicing body scan meditation. The body scan meditation will increase the vibration of your body. Your vibration in the body will literally become stronger and increase. How do you do that? Well, first of all, whenever you become aware of a physical sensation, it vibrates more. For example, feel your hand more. Feel your hand. You'll notice that feeling the hand is literally feeling it vibrate. The perception of sensation is a vibration. When you don't feel your hand vibrate, for example, feel this. Feel this part. Yeah, this part. You'll notice you don't feel it. What you'll notice though is that there's no vibration. Now, the vibration is already there. You're just not aware of it. Your mind is taking up your attention, so these vibrations are not felt. So how do you do that? Well, you just scan the body. Start feeling this part of the head, this part of the head, this part, this part, this part. Stay in each part for like 10 seconds and keep moving. Now, I gotta warn you guys, if you have schizophrenia, psychosis, any mental health illness that separates you from reality, don't do this. You might trigger a psychotic episode. So I don't recommend this on people who have like any form of psychosis or history of psychosis, or family members with psychosis or schizophrenia. Retain from this meditation and just do the other steps. So you start scanning the body, and you'll notice your body feels more. Like after you scan the body like 3 or 4 times, the body vibrates more. So once you do that, your vibration has lifted. Your vibration has gotten stronger. Now, the next thing that you do is that you start to construct your reality. Okay? And the way that you construct your reality is to match, here it is, right? Match the vibe of the reality that you want. That's what you have to do. Match the vibration of the reality that you want. How do you do that? Well, first of all, start to imagine where you want to be 5 years from now. Set a high goal. Don't be afraid. Okay? Setting low goals shows fear. It lowers your vibration. Setting high goals makes you afraid, but if you keep visualizing that high goal, it'll raise your vibration. High goals raise your vibration. So visualize yourself achieving that goal, and then notice how it feels. And notice how it feels to be grateful for having it. The gratitude will increase the vibration. And then on top of that, imagine how that will help other people. And see other people being helped by your reality. These things will increase the vibration. You're making it a social thing. You're increasing the vibration. Now, the third step, once you do that, once your energy is primed, then think of the action you must do to achieve it. Once the vibration is raised, think about what do you have to do now to make this happen. Now, the reason why you do that is because of this. The feeling of achieving and being grateful of achieving that goal, and the feeling of helping others will literally be like a GPS emotional roadmap to that reality. The feeling that you cannot make that happen will literally create an anti-GPS roadmap that will take you in the opposite direction of those goals. Fear does that. So once you are excited about this goal, once you are excited about making this happen, right? These emotions then will need to be translated into this reality. And once you start taking action with the feeling of the gratitude of achieving that goal, I swear to God, your brain will literally find a way to make this happen. At this point, it's outside of your control. At this point, you're going to make this happen. It's inevitable. You have to believe in your brain more than in yourself. You have to realize that you have an evolutionary machine that was wired to achieve anything it set its mind to. You have to believe that at the core of your being. Once you believe that at the core of your being, then whatever you visualize will become inevitable. If you visualize it long enough, and as long as you keep taking action. Every day, every morning, and every night, visualize how it feels to achieve your goal. Think about achieving your goal. Believe it's going to happen. Believe that it's inevitable. And above all, Don't think because you're special. Just believe that it's possible because you have a brain. This brain, believe more in this brain than you believe in yourself. Trust the genius of humans. Trust that you're also part of the same species as Leonardo da Vinci. Trust that you're also part of the same species as Einstein, and realize you have a similar brain to them. You have the capacity to achieve that level of genius, that level of manifestation. Once you trust in the human brain, I'm telling you, man, success is inevitable. Completely and utter inevitable. No reality will be able to overcome your reality. Okay? Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to learn how to manifest a reality from me individually and talk to me on the phone, and I could give you guys exactly what to do, exactly how to achieve your goals, exactly my story, and I could, also give you guys some dating advice if you guys want to. But generally speaking, if you guys want to talk to me and are doubtful and you feel like maybe a conversation with me will make this method a little bit easier to apply, click in the description down below where it says work with me one-on-one, or purchase some of my courses where I have courses about how to attract people in your life, how to become more social. Click in the description down below where it says purchase courses, and I'll see you guys inside.